Good afternoon, Miami. I'm Alex Noy, and I'll be interviewing St. Paul himself. St. Paul, why don't you come up here for us? How are you, St. Paul?
I'm doing fine. Yourself?
I'm pretty good. Thanks for asking.
No.
Alright, so is it okay if we ask you a few simple questions just to start off with?
It's fine. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'll start off with something easy. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
When were you born and where are you from?
I was born in the city of Taros in Cilicia in the year 5.
Can I ask another question?
Go ahead.
Alright, so what were you doing before you converted to Christianity?
Before I converted to Christianity, well, before I converted, I was a strong believer in the Jewish law, and I believed that Jesus was a blasphemer, and anyone who followed him should die. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Well, I'm just wondering, what was your experience when you were blind?
Oh, you see, I was on my way to Damascus, where I was going to meet up and, do what I was doing before, which was killing the Christians, if you didn't know that. Not a good way to remember my previous life. But on my way there, while I was on my horse, I reluctantly saw this bright light right on me, and it blinded me. I was actually blind for 3 days. And after those 3 days, I realized that the Messiah was handpicked by God, and that Messiah was Jesus. And after that day, I changed my name from Saul to Paul.
Alright, so the next question of the day. Tell me, Paul, what was the message or purpose of your letters?
My letters provide an insight into the beliefs and controversies of early Christians. I actually wrote about 13 of them, I think, to different tribes. They're sometimes called epistles.
Very interesting. You're a very interesting man, Paul.
Thank you. You know what, Alex? I think you are too.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for inviting me on the Today Show.
Well, no problem. Alright, so here's another question.
Can you have one tomorrow? So it can be called the Tomorrow Show.
I have another important question for you, Paul. A full of important questions. Alright, well, I'll start by asking you, what are your thoughts about Jesus Christ?
I believe Jesus Christ to be the Messiah. He is the Lord, and I did not realize that when I was a Pharisee. But now I am one of his happy apostles, and I feel very, very happy that he forgave me for my sins. Now, back then, I was persecuting the church, and now I'm one of his closest friends. Go figure.
Very touching, Paul. Well spoken.
I appreciate the compliment. And I just wanted to say that I was a bit overzealous during my career as a prosecutor. And if I hadn't been blinded by Jesus, I don't think I would have ever stopped, really.
Well, can you tell us anything about your post-conversion?
See, my post-conversion. I did not receive the gospel from any man, but by the revelation of Jesus Christ. I declared my independence from the Jewish community, but I still withdrew it, the content and nature of the gospel.
Very interesting. So, Paul.
Like I said before, you're interested in that.
Well,
You need
I know.
interesting answers.
Thank you. Well, anyways, so Paul, why don't you tell us anything about your ministry?
Well, 2 words. 3. Ananias of Damascus. She was the person who healed me and baptized me. After that, I was able to travel to Arabia and then back to Damascus. When I left, I had traveled to cities in Asia Minor and Greece, and I had plans to reach Spain. Yeah, it's interesting. But I was executed in Rome. I was very important to the evangelization because I spoke Greek. That was alright, Alex. That was really weird. But I was very important to the evangelization because I spoke Greek. So I was able to understand and translate the Christian truth to more than just the Jews, the Romans, and the Greeks. And this was very important, but I guess I was making too much of an uproar, and I was then killed in Spain. I mean, in Rome.
Wow. Well, thanks, Paul. That's all the time we have for today. Before we sign off, I just want to thank Paul.
A quick prayer.
A quick prayer.
A quick.
I will say my prayers at night.
You will say your prayers at night?
Yes, thank you, though.
All right. Well,
I like praying by myself.
how about in a group? We have many people watching.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Paul.
No,
thank you.
it's good?
Yes, thank you.
All right, you're welcome, Alex.
Well, we hope you tune in next week to see who we will talk to. See you next week, Miami.
Hopefully it's Jesus.
Hopefully it's Jesus. Bye, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you.